What's up? What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? My peeps, my peoples, we is in the building. What is going on? It is hot outside, baby. That is for sure. I don't know where you at, but over here, it is very hot. How y'all doing? Let's get down to the situation. Let's talk about love and marriage, DC. Let's talk about Chocolate City, baby. It is going down. So let's just get into it. It seems like, some of the married couples on the show are having some issues and having some struggles and having some problems, which every married couple goes through, and anybody in a relationship will go through as well. Relationship with friends, relationship with family members, relationships, period, co-worker relationships and things of that nature. But in any event, we see in a situation where it seems like Monique Samuels is not too happy and not too thrilled with, where her marriage is at. And she said she don't know if they're going to make it another 10 years. I was like, come on, Monique, hold down. Calm down, slow your roll. You're doing too much. Go low, go low. But I'm like, OMG, because, her and Chris, they complement each other very well. But this is what you're seeing is a woman that basically has grown so much, especially with spirituality, especially with the herbs, with the oils, with nature, and creating projects and businesses and things of that nature. That Chris has did his thing. Chris done did his career. He done made his money and football. And you already know when it comes to Monique, she was out here saying, baby, that Chris has more than one portfolio out here in these streets. He has multiple portfolios, and she was checking Andy and getting him straight at the reunion. So in any event, like, he did what he's supposed to do, whatever. He just want to sit back, relax, smoke that cigar, smack his wife on a booty, and blase in a third. But in any event, as you can see in the video, he's smiling. And this video that Monique and Chris were in together, they was on vacation. And this is not too long ago, maybe 3 weeks ago or maybe 2 weeks ago. And they seem in a good spot, in a good place. But you can actually hear all the maturity that, Monique Samuel has, just reached, and the elevation that she is reaching. Like, she's more open and she's speaking about so many different issues that affect Black Americans and Black people. And he was sitting there supporting her, and she was talking about Nene Leakes and things of that nature, and basically saying she's not going back to Watch What Happens Live, even though they asked her over and over. She said she don't need it. She is over there with Oprah, girl. So in any event, there's a whole lot going on in that situation. So we shall see. But Chris seems like a good guy, but it seems like he does have his old school ways, and he sees marriage and relationship the way that he was taught that a man's supposed to be with a woman, not the elevation of men with women. You know what I mean? So he feels like if he changed the baby's diapers, he's making sure the bills are paid. You got 2 luxury homes. You got help. You got support. I'm investing in all your ideas, your adventures, whether they fail or whether they succeed. You can't tell me I'm not a good man. You can't tell me I'm not a good husband. You can't tell me I'm not good like that, because I'm going even higher than what I learned as a young man and as a boy, basically breaking his bones in the situation. So you have that. And then also, he just want to relax. He just want to retire. He want to look at the kids walk through the house, and he want to smack Monique, on parts of her bodies, and look at her and look at his life and just be at ease with it. But Monique Samuels wants more. She wants, things to be different. She wants things to be more innovative as far as conversations, as far as journeys and getting together and doing certain things together. And basically the growth that she has, she wants him to experience that growth. And that's one of the things that could be an issue when you don't grow together, especially when you're on a spiritual journey and you just have your mind is just open to the world, but also you're in control of your mind being open to the world and seeing new things and experience different things and seeing opinion, like, okay, I was taught this, but you know what, this works better. You know what I mean? And Chris is just like, mama, daddy said this, grandpa said that, Jack at the mechanic shop said this, so that's just what it is. So in any event, you know, they having a little issues, but they was recently on vacation and they was enjoying each other, and he was there right next to her every time she go live. You know, Mr. Chris is there. He want to be a part of it, but I just don't think he has the courage to take that step to elevate where Monique is when it comes to spirituality, when it comes to understanding, when it comes to, you know, opening your third eye. I don't think he doesn't understand that. He don't get it, and he's rebelling against it because he's thinking what he's doing already is good enough. So, you know, in any event, what's going on? Hey, Debbie, how you doing? Does he look so contemptuous of her, or is it just me, Lord Debbie? You know, like she basically, the mode of, okay, I'm an NFL player, I got all this money, I found this beautiful woman, and basically she was supposed to just be, you know, like his wife and his servant, and just cater to him because everything was about him, and he was bringing all the money in, and he was doing all this. And now that she has just grown, Debbie Lowe, you're making me laugh because I read what you said, and I'm looking at Chris' face, and I'm just laughing. You can't. I can't with you, Debbie. Debbie, you caught me off guard. Looking at his face, and I'm just like, okay. Lord. But in any event, I believe, you know, Monique surpassed that level, that he probably thinks that Monique just, her level is just too high. Like, she just wants too much. I just want to pick some grapes. But in any event, Debbie, I can't with you. You just made you just had me laughing, Lord. Hey, what's up, Monique Hill? How you doing, girl? What's good with you? What's up with you? Debbie threw me off, got me out here laughing at Chris. You called me on God. She was like, look at his face. Look how he look. I was like, and then I'm looking, and a part of it looks like you right. And that's why you threw me off. But in any event, okay, let's move on to the situation. So now we're talking about, you know, Love and Marriage DC episode 2. I'm gonna throw a little bit of episode 1 in there, but it was hard to get through episode 1, so it is what it is. So I think this is Ashley. Ashley's hopping out the brand new, you know, Mercedes Benz. She is flossed up, flossed down with the hair, the earrings. I don't know how many bundles she done got up in her hair, y'all, but she's coming through with the black and the white, and it also matching, you know, her outfit. And then the white car, I think it's a Rolls Royce or is a Bentley, and that's Monique's car, I believe. Or it could just be somebody's car in DC, okay? But in any event, she's coming through, and I'm like, look at you, girl. I think this is Ashley. I hope it's not Irena. But in any event, you know, she's talking about she want to do all these wonderful things. She don't want to, you know, keep putting herself on hold, keep putting this on hold. She need help with the kids. She's struggling. She going through it. Her husband, Quick, I think that's his name. He's out here. Well, okay, Monique. Now Monique is roasted. He looks constipated. He looks like Shrek, though. Okay, now you roasted. And this wasn't even one of them type of videos. So, in any event, in this situation, you know, she's having these struggles, and she has 2 younger children. She has a 9-year-old and a 14-year-old, and she has a husband that's a party promoter, radio host, and blah, 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 and all that other stuff. And, you know, she's having some issues because she can't live her life or her dreams because she needs some help. I was like, that 9 and that 14-year-old can't get up in the morning by themselves. Like, you can watch and supervise. Like, they don't know how to fix food and fix their meals and watch and do anything. Like, you know, it's time to start a choice system, help mommy system. It's time to sit down and talk to the kids, where we're gonna have to learn, y'all gonna learn how to cook and wash some dishes out here and take out the trash and the garbage and wait for each other after school, blah blah blah. Like, what's going on? Like, okay. And she said she had to drop out of college twice because, you know, somebody had to be home with the kids. She didn't have help. Girl, if you take some of them bundles out your head and you take some of them designers off and you get yourself a Hyundai, maybe you can have full-time help help in the house with your kids and you can live your dreams, because it seemed like you just gave up easy off of your dreams. Like all you had to do is downsize a little bit, cut the budget, cut the money, cut the fashion, cut some of the luxury, and get 2 or 3 employees up in there to help you or to assist you, or hire your mother full-time or your sister or your auntie, hire them full-time and give them that money. But you got to come off, if you want all that to happen, like your husband's out here working hard. Y'all got an expensive lifestyle, expensive taste, expensive everything, baby. So in any event, you downsize a little bit, you'll be able to do the things that you want to do, baby girl, and also get the kids in to help you. We're gonna have a system, husband, kids system. This is what you're gonna be in charge on Monday and Tuesday. You do good, you get your allowance at the end of the week. We're gonna learn how to, crack an egg. We're going to learn how to do some things, and we're going to do it in a safe way, but I'm going to help you with your independence where you don't need me all single day long. You know what I mean? Girl, don't have mates if you don't get your ass busy. Right? Hello. I speak the truth, sis. I know you are. You say you look constipated. I was like, hold on. So in any event, now she's out here. She's about to meet up with Monique Samuels. I love Monique Samuels' locks or whatever. They look nice. They just look perfect. But, basically they're bonding together because there's other things that they want to do. And their husbands are not really on a plan with it. And we have Ashley. She's having all these issues because her husband's working so much. He's disappearing for days and weeks and things of that nature. And it's just so hard, and she can't get anything done with taking care of the house, the dog. She can't get any of her projects done or anything that she wants to do, really. And it's just so tired because it's her time now. It could have been her time long time ago. All she had to do was sacrifice a little bit more, baby. Sacrifice the material objects and basically looking like you're the best in the neighborhood and you have arrived. You'd have sacrificed that. You wouldn't have to drop out of college, twice. You know what I'm saying? You would have had the help to support. And if you was really about that life, you would have had a daycare center up there at the college. Because, baby, when we went to school, we had daycares. The girls that wanted to go to school was fighting for daycare in the university and the college because they couldn't get their degrees, and have child care or blase in the third, and that became a work study program in a university that I used to attend, and the girls all went to school and graduated with not even close to what you had, and they had daycare right there in the school. So not in college or whatever. So sometimes these excuses don't make no sense. But in any event, she's having her complaints about the situation and her DJ and him being out and blah blah blah, this and that, and more family time, and he spoils her a little bit, then he goes back to doing what he's doing, and it's complicated. And Monique saying basically it's complicated for her because she wants her husband to try. She wants Chris to do more, and Chris just wants to be a sack on the couch, baby. He wants to drink, party, and have a good time. And Monique was like, I need you to do different. I need you to be better. She basically said, I need you to take care of yourself, and I need you to be more fit. I need you to be that athlete that you was back then. I need you to start doing everything you're supposed to do. That's what she's saying. Or but in any event, you can't really see in this picture whatever diamond, whatever rock that Monique got on her hand. I'm like, OMG, like I couldn't get a good picture of it, but it's just absolutely beautiful. I mean, it's huge and big. Chris be taking care of her. Chris be loving her, but Chris don't want to do all these extracurricular activities and also using his brain at the same time to communicate with you. So we got, what's his name? This is Ashley's husband. He's a DJ, party promoter. He's been working at the radio station for a long time and blase in the third, and he's busy, and now he just got another opportunity to go away for a while to throw a event, CIAA party or whatever the case may be, and he's going to be away for a little bit, and he's happy and he's thrilled. Oh yes, because this is how he gets paid. This is how he makes his money. This is how his wife got 18 bundles. This is how she's driving a brand new car. This is how they living in a nice house. This is how they got a dog with a vet, and they got health care and insurance. So in any event, let the man be the man, baby. Okay, but he can also, if he wants to increase the income in the house, he will cut back a little bit and basically saying, you know what, we downsize a little bit, we cut a little bit, and you can focus on your projects, and I can help you too as well. We can have double and triple the income coming in instead of it being all on him, but he's still an old school man at the same time, where he make the money and bring the money home and you just be happy. And if you want to try other things, you're gonna have to try it on your own. This is where like he stands, and you know what I mean? It's just one of them situations. Okay. And then we have Monique. I mean, her locks are so beautiful and everything. Look just how they are twisted. Like, I've been watching a lot of lock videos, but in any event, and that ring is just beautiful. She got it on her hand, but she's interviewing for WPGC and basically as the morning show, and she wants to take the job, but it's early in the morning. You know, now she got small kids. Ashley don't have small kids. Ashley has a 9-year-old and a 14-year-old that she can put on mommy team and mommy team to work. And at the end of the day, you earn this. We can get you credit cards and things of that nature, and the account would increase with money as more of you help mommy and daddy, you know, make it through. Okay, like your kids want to see you make it. So sometimes if you let your kids know how important things are to you and they're able to understand that, they would do a lot to see mommy happy, especially if you're a good mommy. You know what I mean? What y'all saying? Big old man, ooh wee, Monique child bye. I can't have Monique. They will help. Yes, Debbie, they will help you. Because they feel like, you know, they're part of being a little bit of a grown up, being a little bit of adult, you know. But, you know, a lot of people do things differently, you know, than other people, because you want your kids to be independent, because you're teaching them to be independent to count on themselves. Because at the end of the day, your kids is only going to have to be able to count on themselves once, you know, they go out of, you know, being at home with mommy. And at the end of the day, we all got to only count on ourselves. That's who we can really count on. But as a child, you count on your parents. Now, if your parents are counting on you, that's like a huge reward too as well. You know, and it's not like it's a necessity that, you know, Ashley need her kids to do this and do that because she's a single mother, because she's, you know, she don't have any money and blah, blah, blah. No, it's just helping them be more independent so she can get to her dreams that she's complaining about she can't get through because there's nobody to watch the kids, but they're 9 and 14. But in any event, so Monique, she's interviewing for this job, and they want her there at 5:30 a.m. And she got small babies and small children, okay? She definitely does. And you know this is going to be hard on Chris. And she was like, well, he just better help. You know, Chris is always behind her. She wanted to be on TV, he's behind her. She's on this show, he's behind her. Now he says he's behind her, you know, basically hosting this radio show. He's behind the Mommy podcast, Not for Lazy Moms. You know, remember when he was like, I just lost $100,000. How much more money am I going to lose, Monique? And then on top of that, you know, Krista made all the ladies over there at the Potomac place jealous when he brought them to their southern home, their country home, baby. And that country home was so big, they tried to have all types of complaints. Oh, Lord, they was trying to complain. You know, he set her up right, you know, and, you know, it is what it is. So in any event, she was like, well, he ain't working now. He's retired. 5:30 a.m., 5 o'clock to 5:30 a.m., she got to be at work, you know, so she got to be up even earlier. And I don't know who's doing the home school thing, but that's a good thing too, because they're homeschooled, so that helps out as well. And she said, I'm gonna have my husband, she's telling people at the interview, I'm gonna have my husband together. I was a latch kid key before it became so sort of a crime. And so, you know, with that going on, you know, so she was like, yeah, I'm gonna get my husband together, we're gonna get this schedule worked out, we're gonna get this on and popping, we're gonna do this, like it's not a problem. And basically she wants the job and she's interviewing for him and she hopes she gets it. So, you know, in any event, we have Chris, he meets up with Winter. He meets up with Winter. Winter's another character. So he meets up with another character. So, you know, so we got Kevin, I think his name is Kevin, and we got Chris. So they meet up because Winter is divorcing him after a year. I'm like, Lord have mercy, help me, Jesus. So in any event, you can't tell me this guy don't look like, okay, something's wrong with him. You can't tell me he don't look like he got crack issues, allegedly. You can't tell me he don't look like, he poured the whole bottle of rubbing alcohol on his face. Like, you cannot tell me. Like, you did not see this man and just tell me that wasn't something wrong with this man. Like, come on. This man looked like he was out here begging for change before he sat down, with Chris. He just looked like there's a whole lot going on in his situation. Look at him. He looks like, come on. This man looks like he has a whole bunch of screws loose in his head, okay? He looked like, okay, you know what? He's on one of them lists. All you got to do is check out one of them lists and he's on it. You better stay away. You know what I'm saying? And this girl went to, beautiful as she is, she done married this man. She ain't never went to his house. She didn't know that he was living with his mama and he was living with his daddy. He's almost 60 years old. And God bless that his mama and his daddy is still alive, still providing shelter for him at the age of good old 59 years old. Okay? And he's living in the basement having a good old time. And so I was just like this man don't look weird. You gonna tell me this? If you seen this man and he looked at you like this, you're gonna say, okay, I need to get up and leave. I need to exit. I'm gonna put my phone on so it could be recorded just in case I don't leave this building. So in any event, he's explaining to Monique's husband that he loves winter, and he said they was married, and they was on that honeymoon. They came back, and all of a sudden there's people saying that he is stealing money, taking the kids to the ice skating ring. So if you were stealing money and taking the kids to the ice skating ring, was there receipts? Was there cameras or whatever the case may be? He said he ain't never took the kids to the ice skating ring. He said he don't know what they talk about. He don't know what money's going on. So he's out here. He done got this woman that he already knew that she has some issues. She has some daddy issues. She has some premarital issues. Her first husband done had 2 babies on her. He saw her coming. He saw her coming with the Bible. He saw her coming as a broken woman. And baby, he swooped in and went in there and started stealing Monte. And then he was so good, he was able to convince Winter, you don't ever have to come to my house. You don't ever have to see how I live. You don't ever have to know what street I live on. You know what I mean? Like, how did he convince a grown-ass woman that been married before, that lived, in a house with a man, to now dating a guy that she ain't never went to his crib and she ain't never went to his house? Like, Lord have mercy. I'm like, This is a whole crazy situation. So he's sitting there telling Chris he loves her. And he's still over there saying that even her kids that she had before me, I used to get in trouble for bomb loving. I used to bomb love her all the time. You got Winter talking about, and previews of signing up to the show, talking about, we did it 8 times. I was like, girl, you did it 8 times. It don't matter if you did it 8 times, girl. The problem is that you ain't never been to his house. The problem is that you ain't never seen his accounts. The problem is you don't know where he live at. So if you don't know where he live at, you damn sure don't know where he bank at. Okay? That's the problem. You need to have this. You need to have a key to a man's house before you say, I do. Like, what's going on? And she's supposed to be a couples coach. Who's she coaching? She better go back to school and start coaching somewhere else. In any event, so he's sitting up here looking like Frankenstein, looking like he need another hit, shot, Scotty, beat me up, baby. Right now, Chris, do you got 100 on you? Because I know you a millionaire. I can't. I can't with this situation. So in any event, yeah, it is crazy. So this is her. This is in the beginning. Like, he totally looks. I'm not even going to say what I really think. I'm gonna leave that for another moment. I'm gonna listen to what Winter says. Oh yes, Monique. Who's she trying to coach, girl? Who's Winter trying to coach? Who's she trying to coach? These young girls will coach her, baby. You ain't coaching nobody out here in the streets. Hey, what's up, Amber? Who you coaching, baby? You ain't coaching nobody. You better go coach yourself and find something else to do. We need you to have a career change because evidently you have failed. And what's her name? Irena is going to tell. Irena's telling the truth, though. It's disrespectful, but Irena's telling the truth. So, anyways, who's this grandpa she's with? This man, I hope he's not ill or nothing, but he looks sick. He looked mentally sick. You know what I mean? He's taking, he look like he can't even crack a whole smile. He looked like his skin is so stiff. And if you touch it, it might crack. It might crack. It might, smother in your hand. Like, this whole thing don't look right. And look at her. He saw her coming. I know he done talked about her and laughed at her many a nights with his crackish friends, okay? But in any event, and then she is kind of judgmental. Who can you be judging? Who can you... Girl, come on, baby. Don't do us like this. And here's the second picture where she's bragging that they did it 8 times. Okay, 8 times, and he took your Monte. And now he's back at home. So in this divorce, you might not be getting nothing. He might be getting something. Okay, like, girl, what happened? What happened with loving yourself? Girl, like, Girl, what happened with loving yourself? Who you coaching? This man still live with his parents and you didn't know? You are blind as a bat. And she was like, I did all these searches on him. What searches? Because Shaquita, Mary Jane and April, Monique, Miss T and Debbie, we gonna find the T on him before we say I do. We gonna know where he work at, what bank he's banking at, where he eat for lunch. We gonna have a whole trail on him before he's gonna be allowed to even get close to taking money out of any of my accounts and stealing from me. It will be a block. Only way that you can access my Monte, if you it'll be a special code, and only me can go through that code, and he can't go through it, and nobody else, because I don't even know where he live at. We would already have the droplets on where he lived at, who he went to school with, and found out that he was a scammer. And you supposed to be, people gonna be paying you to give them relationship advice, baby. You better go somewhere. Oh, you better stop playing for TV. You better stop. This is why I don't like to talk. I wasn't even going to be talking like this, but in any event. Hey, Debbie, thank you so much. Debbie, thank you so much. You're so sweet. And so then, okay, here we go again. What's her name? This is, what's her name again? Ashley, right? Yeah, her name is Ashley. So Ashley, now this is what I'm saying about Ashley. Ashley and this man are jumping out the Sprinter. She got on a fur coat. She got on a mink coat. That coat is at least 20 grand. The dress she got on is at least 9. The hairstyle she got is at least, maybe 2,500 right there. And let's not talk about the makeup artist for her makeup. I don't want to be counting her money, but she keeps saying that she can't get nowhere in life, because she need help with the kids and she can't afford help. The help that you need with your kids is on your back, baby. And it's in that Sprinter and your husband's jacket and his, name brand scarf. His scarf is a good $3,000. That coat that he got on is a good $6,000. Okay, that haircut he got is a good $105 plus a tip. Okay, Thank you so much, Debbie. I appreciate that. H. Fisher, how you doing? Something made her put on them blindness. I know. Quick, fast, in a hurry. Hey, Monique. He's doing that. Debbie, welcome. She's spending raw. Yes, sir. So she could have help with the kids if she wanted help with the kids, because she says her mother, her sister. So the people are there, but she just doesn't have the money to pay them to keep them there, because that's free food, room and board for your mama, your sister, and everything else. That means you ain't got to worry about it. Your kids are safe because you trust your mother, because every time you need her, you call her and you call your sisters or whatever. So you already trust these people, already got a bond. All you have to do is just employ them. You know what I mean? Make it worthwhile that they don't need to go to their job no more. You know what I'm saying? But, you're too busy putting everything on your back, baby. So you're going to still be crying to us about what you want to do in life. And you're going to be blaming your husband. Baby, I would have said, we would have built a whole outhouse, a whole house in the backyard for for the person we hire with all that money. Imagine if she was driving a Hyundai. Imagine if she was just going to pay less. She would have so much money. Yes, it takes a village. Hey, what's up, LA? How you doing? What's going on? Okay, so now this is the second husband. He's the husband that's been married for 26 years to Irena. And, he may have cheated in the past. 10 years ago, he might have been out here in these streets. He might have been running around and doing anything and everything with somebody. But now he has changed. He's a different man right now. You know what I mean? And, so right now his marriage is perfect, kind of, but he's also, he got used to his wife being up underneath him. And so when he see her when they are in public, he can just be disrespectful as he want to be. Okay. But in any event, but you don't, just because your wife is subservient to you, which you guys want, don't mean you got to disrespect her too and make her feel belittled because she's serving you. Cause that means that you ain't shit. Okay. Cause that's the only reason why you would belittle her, because she's serving you. Like, come on, miss me with that. So in any event, so the guys meet up. So you have Jamie, he's in all black, and you have Quick, he's in brown, and this guy is Neo. I think his name is Neo. I don't know what his name is. Neo. And so they're bragging and talking about the things that they're doing. Once again, we have, what's his name? Quick, with this big old diamond chain on, gold chain on, watch. He's out at an exclusive place drinking, where he can take some of that money and they can have full-time help, where his wife Ashley can have two incomes coming in instead of one, because he want to keep her trapped, and she don't really know how to get out of being trapped because she's so used to being spoiled. Then she's spoiling the kids at the same time, and they're gonna have hard time with independence. But in any event, moving on from the situation, they bragging, they doing their thing. And one thing I do like about this situation is Monique is having a dinner party. She invited everybody to come. But look how just real Monique is. She's just painting her nails before the dinner party. She ain't got no nails on. She don't got them big old booty scratcher booty nails that it looks like you could if you go the wrong way with one of these nails, it's gonna poke you, baby. These nails be so long and ridiculous. I don't know what to say about them, but it was refreshing to see that Monique didn't have on any nails and she was painting her own nails, baby. And that diamond is huge on her hand. Oh, thank you, Mother. Debbie, you're welcome. She's spending wrong, true. Special night they went out. Yeah. Hey, LA. It takes a village, and that's for sure, Debbie. Definitely takes a village, and you definitely need help, and you definitely need support. Hey, what's up? What's going on, LSW? How y'all doing? Monique is doing her own nails. Yeah, she's doing her own nails, girl. She's painting them right before dinner. She's letting them air out and everything. So in any event, so she's doing that. And basically, she's about to let, her husband know the whole situation. And he's trying to become, Chris is trying his best to be that good man. Chris is trying his best, basically to cater. He don't want to look bad on camera. That's another thing. Chris doesn't like to be wrong. And he doesn't like to be corrected. And it also seems that Chris has issues with authority. It also seems like Chris is also defiant as well. And so now Monique, she just painted her nails and she's letting them air dry. I'm telling you, her locks are on point. But in any event, she's telling him, well, I'm going to need you. She didn't ask him, is it okay? And I'm going to need you. Basically, she's letting Chris know that she got a job opportunity out here in these streets, baby. And this job opportunity is real, and she thinks that they are going to hire her. He's ecstatic because you already know Chris always support Monique. Whatever she does, if he lose or win or whatever the case may be, he got her back. He want to make her happy. And in the event, she said, I'm going to need you to help. And she said, I'm going to need you to get up. We'll have to get up early in the morning, because, of the kids and things of that nature. He goes, oh, I already do that. And I be cooking their food and stuff like that, preparing it. And Monique, she rolled her eyes so hard. And she said, well, what I'm saying is I'm going to need you more to be real hands-on with the kids, once I start working, because I'm gonna have to be out here at a certain time and everything. And he goes, that shouldn't be no problem. We should do it. And he's looking like he's waiting for Monique to say that he's lacking in the area. He's already Monique. Monique said, I know they're gonna hire me, but we're gonna have to get up early. It's gonna be an early show and everything. And Chris is having a little bit of a difficult time, and Monique is just basically letting it all hang out. He don't like that. He don't like that whatsoever. He's like, I'm trying my best. Why ain't I good enough, Monique? But that house looks beautiful. They had a chef, come in. They did everything great. The party, the house is beautiful. The whole setup is nice. Excuse me, and everything of that nature. So we got Ashley and her husband. See, Ashley got another, $700 dress on right now, and $1,500 in her hair. That could be going to somebody. They're out here eating. Let me stop. But in any event, you got Ashley and Quick, and basically they're not really here for the vegetarian, vegan type of diet. So they stopped out and had some shrimp, some crabs, and some salad, some cucumbers, and everything, baby. And basically, she's still kind of hurt because now he's gonna be going away again, and she's kind of tired of it. She's tired of the routine of this and that. But baby, you could have been stuffing that Monte, baby, and he could back up. But y'all are just spending wild and crazy and living free. You know what I mean? But in any event, this is a second start. You're on own network. You can do whatever you want to do with the situation now. So it's on and popping. And in any event, they've been married for a long time. They're trying to get it together. And then, here comes Winter. I don't know what's up with Winter's hairstyle. I don't know why half of it's shaved. I don't know if she has surgery. I don't know what's going on in this situation. I don't know if she wants to stand out, because one of the Wildin' Out girls for like 10 seasons, she used to wear her hair like this or something like that. But in any event, as you can see, Winter's crazy. Winter's weird. Winter's don't know what's going on. And so that's why she's walking around with this hairstyle like, oh, I'm so sophisticated. You're going to understand me. You're going to feel me. I'm the relationship genius. Okay. Also, she has alopecia. Okay, my bad. She has alopecia. Let's take it back. We apologize, Winter. I just thought that this was your hairstyle, because there are women sometimes have signature hairstyles for people to know them, like Amber Rose, like some of the entertainers, like Cassidy had a signature hairstyle that distinguished her from other people. And a lot of artists talked about, and actors talk about, they would have a look that is very different, that people be like, oh, that's that girl with the mohawk, or that's the girl this, or that's the girl that. Even Young Thug came out wearing skirts and dresses and things, so you can stick out. So in any event, she has an illness, so I apologize. So in any event, but she's still crazy. So everybody's there. It seems like, it's a good situation. Everything's going down fine. And, then we have Jamie. Jamie has been married to Irena the longest. They've been married for 26 years. And they're talking about going on a trip to Africa. And she's trying to say something about, kangaroos or whatever. And he put his hand up to basically tell her to shush and be quiet. And he shushed her out loud. And he put his hand up in her face. Oh, Lord have mercy. And he did that in front of people, y'all. Not just in front of people. He did that in front of us. He did that in front of the cameras. 26 years. Oh, boy, that house been rocking, baby. Looked like he took a lot of her self-esteem away. For him to just shush her like that, like, damn, like disrespectful. So, in any event, she put up with it for 26 years. And remember, 10 of them years, he was out there in the streets, allegedly, because he was the hottest promoter. And DC used to be off the train, like it was like, going out of business. And so therefore, being a party promoter, people would do whatever to get into these clubs, get into these spots. And plus, there was a whole lot of cash going around, and just cash. So she said that she she ain't never caught him cheating or whatever the case may be. He ain't never been caught cheating. She just don't want to admit that he was cheating because he been caught, because you either say, I know my husband never cheated, but she says he just ain't never got caught. You ain't never did your due diligence. You ain't never really try to want to know. And you did know, and you do know, but you realize that you don't want to accept it, because if you let him know that, oh, I know that you cheated, then that means if you was going to stay with him anyway, that means he can continue to cheat. So he think he got a free one. He think he got a free pass, but he already knew that you wasn't leaving. He knew you wasn't going nowhere. And now 26 years later, he got his hands up in your face telling you to shush B. I'm like, Lord. I mean, act a fool. I'm trying to tell you. Like, Lord have mercy. I like, don't let Wilson hear you. That Jada didn't even have alopecia. Oh, Lord. He's still in the streets. Hey, 811, he's still in the streets. He's still in the streets. Lord have mercy. And so any event, but there's something about him that keeps her there, and something that she wants. Or maybe, I don't know. They stay 26 years. That's love. You go through it. He didn't have no babies on her. So I guess that's the situation. They already got a son that got some issues, that's out here in the streets. And they got one son that is disabled, things of that nature. But one thing for her is she has her mother there all the time, helping her and supporting her, things of that nature. But in any event, it is what it is. She's happy where she's at. That's where she want to be. And so then Chris starts to talk, and they're all talking about, having the pandemic situation. And so Chris is trying to speak and talk, and I guess Monique is trying to correct him. He goes like, y'all, let me talk, let me speak. I'm going to mess up this whole dinner party. I'm about to get angry. Like, what? Like, okay, yeah, the dinner party was off the chain. And then Monique is like, well, I just want to correct you in the situation. She's like grinding her teeth. Totally different from Irena. Irena took that shmush and that shush, to the head and didn't say anything. She didn't even miss the beat. She act like it didn't even happen. So, she's one of the women that, she just keep on ticking. You throw a brick, you throw a rock, she's ducking. She got the boxing gloves on and she got the high heels on and she's just ready going. She's, by any means necessary, she ain't gonna let go. Okay. She gonna take it all. So Monique is trying to tell Chris, hey, listen, that's not the true story about, you guys leaving me there, such and such. Because Monique is basically saying that she was upstairs in the room by herself. Nobody was checking on her when she was sick, blase and a third. She thought she was gonna die up there. And Chris was like, nah, you told me every time I go check up on you and you start yelling at me. She's like, no, that's not the situation. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about that particular thing. You're mixing two things up. And so he was like, but you said that nobody cared for you. No, but she was like, I had to tell you afterwards, and then you started doing that. He was like, see, that's what I'm trying to say. You inspired me by telling me I need to do this, and then I started doing it. I just think Monique is just like, I'm dating a bump on a log, you know what I mean, in that situation. But at the same time, she was seeking sympathy from the group, and Chris was like, hold away, that ain't all the way true, because he don't like to look bad either. They both don't like to look bad, but when it comes to the other one, saying that the other one's not doing this, and Monique does so much that Chris is just, his head is swinging. He just want to sit down and have a drink. And so he shushed Monique. She said, what you shushing me for? I know you ain't shush me. No, you can say what you need to say without shushing me. And he's looking at her like, oh God. I know. Like, Chris is about to go Incredible Hulk. Chris would turn into an Incredible Hulk at that damn table. Flip the skirt central. I know. Take a lot of BS for this lifestyle. Lord, I know. Chris fight night dinner party. And Chris said, I'm gonna tear this party up, and she was like, yo, you gonna destroy this party, you gonna end this party, you don't want me. So she was like, I know you ain't gonna do that. I was like, they were going at it to the table. This shit was too funny. And then we got Crazium, see Crazium right here. You know, hopefully, we get to see more of her and she get to explain herself more. And I get a better understanding of where she's coming from. But she, look at her face. She looked just like her husband. They look crazy, y'all. Come on. You got to be able to tell when people look mentally unstable. You want to tell me she don't look unstable? Besides the hair, just look at from the forehead down. That don't look unstable. That don't look stable. So so in any event, so we get down to the next situation, and she's feeling a certain type of way because she's feeling like the way that Jamie just did his wife Irena is disrespectful, and she don't like it. So she's kind of wanting to stick up for Irena. And Irena said before the party started that she does not like Winter, and she don't think, she was like, look at Monique, look who she's hanging with. Like, she's not up to par. She's not one of us. Like this is a downgrade for Monique to actually be hanging with Winter. So this is what Irena had said about the situation. So I was like, Lord. And so then Irena's talking about her infidelities, but she ain't never caught her husband doing it. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Well, she didn't want to open her eyes, so she didn't want to see it, because then she would have to do something about it, or just accept, and he would continue to do it. Now she's that guilt thing that I will leave. No, she ain't gonna leave. And so then, when it comes to Monique basically as she brings up the conversation that her husband Chris had a conversation with Kevin, and Kevin said that he really loves her and blah blah blah. Monique said, well, my husband Chris was feeling like he really loves you, this and that. She was like, well, how can he really love me? And love has nothing to do with it. He was taking money, he was stealing money, and I knew he was living in a basement somewhere, but I didn't know he was living in a basement in his parents' house. And so Irena's like, girl, how can you even be a coach? Like, are you a relationship coach and you never knew that he was living in the basement? I don't know how you think it's all right for you to marry a guy that you ain't never been to his house before. So Irena's throwing shade, and she was like, and she's feeling a certain type of way because she's feeling like now she's being attacked, because she said, I did everything. I did all the research or whatever. You didn't do too much research, baby. And then on top of that, you let this man have access to your accounts. All your accounts should have been frozen, seized, switched up in a company business name, where if your husband won't have any access to go through your account at all, because you only known him a year. You know what I mean? Like, so a year, baby, a year. You don't have this man around your kids and he's stealing this shit. Imagine what he could have been doing. Imagine what you really could have had around your kids. Luckily, he's just a thieving money and crackish. You know what I'm saying? So in any event, she's gonna take offense to that situation, and Irena basically is taking shots at her, but Irena's taking shots at her, but knowing that at least she had the guts to walk away after her husband had 2 children on her, and now she find out this guy's stealing from her. She's leaving. But whatever your situation is, Irena, you stayed for 26 years. You didn't have the guts. So that's why I think you kind of hating on her too as well. She might not have all the status that you have, or whatever the case may be, but at least she knows when to get out. It might be late, but she knows to. Jamie, no, you ain't going nowhere. And as you should stay. If you happy, you should stay. I said she looks crazy. Shaving isn't strict. That doesn't have the question. Please explain. I have no idea. But in any event, that's the situation. That is the show. That is Love and Marriage DC. If anybody want to call in and tell me your thoughts on the show, call in and tell me what you think. Let me put the number on the screen so you can tell me what you think. I think it's going to be a good show because Irena, she got some insecurities and she's gonna be throwing them insecurities. And when it comes to Ashley, she she's gonna be throwing that shade too, and she's happy to throw that shade as well. And Monique is just gonna be deciphering who I really want to be cool with, after filming with them, because you can know people for years, but it's a different situation when you start filming with them. So we shall see. And we already know that it seems like Winter is gonna be feeling like Monique, basically switch sides on her and chose somebody else. Okay, but I'm just saying, Winter is kind of weird, man. Hey, what's up, Norris? How you doing? Well, we will see you soon rather than have another crackage. We will see you soon, Jane, rather than have someone there crackage. I'm just like, okay, they just get on TV and be like, okay, they supposed. Lisa went ham on fix. Oh, you talking about Lisa Ray on? Oh yeah, on Fix My Life with Lisa Ray. That was sad right there. Like, you really got to see the whole and everything of Lisa Ray. So she has alopecia and shaved one side of her head. I guess, I don't know if she has alopecia, but you already know these people be coming on TV doing the most. And then as soon as you say something, they be like, oh, I'm sick. And you be like, damn, I'm sorry. So that's what it was right there. Well, thank you guys so much for coming through. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart. My peeps, my peoples, peep squad is in the building. I shall see you later, either early tomorrow or later on tonight for the Real Housewives of Atlantis. I shall talk to y'all soon. Thank you so much for your help. Thank you so much for your donation. Thank you so much for your time and actually commenting in the chat and comment through the chat. I appreciate it. Much love. Peace to all my peeps and my peoples. Please don't forget to like the video, so it just lets me know that I should continue to review the show. If there's not too many likes, then I think, what, people are not really feeling it. All right. Much love, y'all. Thank you.